Hello, I'm Michelle, and today we'll be discussing the methods you can use to form your LLC in the District of Columbia. We're going to be covering the steps involved in starting your LLC, the forms that you're going to need, the naming requirements, and how to actually register your LLC. Now, starting an LLC or any type of business in DC will be profitable for small businesses. With capital investments for up to $3.36 billion, Washington, DC has become one of the strongest economies in the United States. Being the capital city of the United States, DC offers many benefits to the businesses while they start their LLCs in DC. So you can start your LLC by three methods. Number one is that you can do it yourself, in which case you can choose to fill out the online forms or you can send them off via mail. Number two is that you hire a professional service to do it for you, which is the most easy and secure method out there. We recommend TailorBrands as one of the top-notch services for this purpose. Number three is that you can hire an attorney. Coming on to a very common question, what exactly is an LLC? Well, LLC is a hybrid business entity combining a corporation's characteristics with a partnership or sole proprietorship. It separates your personal assets from your business assets and thus giving you personal asset protection. When starting an LLC in the District of Columbia, you mainly have to file your certificate of formation with the state and pay a filing fee of $220. For this video, we will be discussing options number one and number two, but placing emphasis on why exactly you need a professional service to do it for you, because you have to make sure that you're doing your LLC work correctly. This is one of those things where you just cannot afford missing key information or any misunderstandings. TailorBrands is a really good and competent professional service that you can get because forming a LLC is not just filing a certificate of formation, but it's also deciding on a name, hiring a registered agent, creating an operating agreement, and obtaining an EIN. All of these can be done under one roof with TailorBrands. I'll be leaving the links in the description below so you can easily go and check them out. We're now going to discuss in detail the 5 important steps that you must cover when you're forming your LLC. This is where we begin our in-depth look into every step for forming your LLC in DC. Number one is that choosing your business name. Now, before you name your business, you must know that you should be having a name which is easy to remember, available in the state, follows the naming guidelines. You can find the naming guidelines at startmyllc.io. Specific requirements they need to be followed when naming your company are: your business name should be available and no other existing business in DC can share that name. Each business name is unique to its owner. An LLC or limited liability company should be there as suffix in your company name. You cannot use your name for any other business that could be confusing or misleading. Now, terms such as Treasury, State, Department, FBI, CIA, they should not be included. Terms like bank, university, attorney, doctor, they can only be added after you fill out the additional requirements by the DC state government. If you do not wish to file your LLC right now, but you want to hold on to the name that you've decided, then you can reserve your name for 120 days. So to keep the name, you have to file a name reservation application and pay $50 to reserve your name with the DC Secretary of State. The second and the most highly vital step to forming your LLC in DC is to appoint a registered agent. A registered agent is an entity that will work and act on your LLC's behalf. This person or business will receive important paperwork and other official government correspondence in DC. Hence, hiring a competent registered agent for your LLC is extremely necessary. You have to make sure your registered agent for the service is available in DC. They have a physical address or are residents over there. Their business address is usually the LLC's principal address. Most LLC formation companies also provide registered agent services. TailorBrands is a great LLC setup service. Even if you buy the cheapest plan for around $49 a year, you also get registered agent services and other services at a very reasonable price. Now, a key thing to note when getting a registered agent is the importance of having one and having a legit one. Because in case of any lawsuit or if you get sued, the lawyer of the other party is going to do what is known as piercing the corporate veil. Most people believe that they're setting up LLCs for tax purposes, but the real reason they're setting up an LLC is to limit their liability. Basically, what it does is that it creates a divide between your personal assets and your business assets. So if you're sued in your businesses, they cannot go after your personal assets. So when you're sued, the attorney who's the one suing you is going to start looking for cracks in your LLC. Now, this is where they pierce the corporate veil. And the first thing they're going to do is check if you have a registered agent, is the agent legit, and have they been filing all the paperwork. The third and another important step in forming an LLC is to file a certificate of formation. The DC Articles of Organization is a legal document needed to officially register your business with the Secretary of State. It costs $220 to file your formation certificate in DC, whether you file it online or you file it by mail. The certificate of formation includes details like the name of your LLC, registered agent's name, address, employee details, and structures of the company, whether it's member managed or manager managed. Now, before hiring employees in DC, one should really know about the rules and regulations thoroughly to avoid any future issues. We suggest using TailorBrands to file the certificate of formation because they provide an easier way to fill out the forms without any confusion or missing out any step. If you get stuck anywhere, they have a live chat that will definitely help you out as soon as possible. Now, the fourth step is filing the operating agreement. An operating agreement is an internal document that legally outlines the proprietorship and operating procedures of your LLC. Now, this document is vital as it ensures that all the business owners are on the same page regarding their voting power, business resolution, and so much more. It highly reduces future conflicts. When it comes to filing a DC LLC operating agreement, the state doesn't really require you to have a very comprehensive agreement, but it is ideal to have one that contains the detail of your business operation. It's recommended that it should be done by using a professional service such as TailorBrands, since they know exactly what to do and you will not have to worry about missing out any of the details. The agreement template is only drafted for a small fee of $29. Now, the EIN, also known as the Employer Identification Number, is a 9-digit number given by the IRS to make it easier to identify the type of businesses for tax purposes and taxes in general. The EIN is necessary for any active businesses or any form of businesses for that matter. EIN is needed when the LLC hires employees. To obtain an EIN, one has to fill up a form which can be done online or by mail and just submit it to the IRS. You can also get an EIN assistant through TailorBrands, which can help you with the entire process. I'll be leaving the links to all of these resources in the description below. You can go there and check out which of the options fit your requirements exactly. But for now, I'm going to be showing you how to file your forms using TailorBrands. So this is the website for TailorBrands. And as you can see on the website, there's option to set up your LLC, and you can also design a logo, merch, and the website itself for your brand in case you need one and haven't really gotten around to getting it. I'm going to go into form an LLC. Now choose the state that you're setting up your LLC in. Add your business name. You can check for the name availability here, which will save you a lot of time. Or alternatively, you can choose the method that I told you earlier by going to the business entity name search. Click on the type of services that you're offering. You'll have to pick which stage of your business that you're on, whether still in the idea stage or it has been set up and fully running. Choose what sort of income your brand will be. Now you can select ways in which you would be offering your services. Choose whether your business will have a physical address to receive the documents, and also whether there'll be a dedicated person there who's going to receive these. Select the number of employees. Now you have to fill out the information for your business, like your name, phone number, email address. Now choose whether you want to opt for a registered agent or not. TailorBrand charges $199 annually for hiring a registered agent. If you don't have one, then I highly recommend that you get one through them, because the one thing you can't risk is not having a legitimate registered agent. You're going to need an EIN, like I discussed before, for tax-related purposes. If you don't have one, or you're overwhelmed by the process required to get an EIN, then just let TailorBrands do it for you. It's going to cost you $99. Pick if you want to file for compliance. It will cost you $199 when you do it through TailorBrands. Here you can choose whether you want to have your business branding done. If you already have things like logos, domain, and a website, then just move forward. Select if you want to speed up the process. You can form the operating agreement using TailorBrands if you haven't made one already, or you are unsure of how to proceed with making the agreement by yourself. See if all the information that you chose and entered is correct, and check the final billing as well. You can now proceed to pay for the service, and that's all you need to start and form your LLC. So now that you've created your LLC, what's next? There are a few things that you're still going to need. You're going to need a company business bank account, a credit card, and you're going to need to file the DC business permits and licenses. Get general liability insurance and professional liability insurance, which covers your employees, and file the annual report. I really hope you enjoyed this video on how to start an LLC in DC, and I wish you the best of luck if you're starting off your business over there. Please continue supporting our channel by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the notification button. I'll see you in the next video.